Hello, I'm Joffrey Rickett, director. I guess you could say, sort of director of this
Catalyst.
Joe and Jim.
Hey, and I'm Kamal Turner. I was a director at one point, camera at one point, acting at one point, planning at one point, storyboarding at one point. Yeah, this is the film that Margaret did. So here we go.
I like this shot, man, of him. I don't know what he's laughing at, though. Like, I took it from another spot. Yeah, like you can see all in his mouth.
I was doing this part. Anytime you see a hotel, it was me. We almost got kicked out. We grinded the elevators. But I'll talk more about that later.
This is supposed to be an apartment right here, but I don't know. We had to get an elevator. This music, man, is hot. It was made by Soundtrack. Oh, we took it from Sound. Ben hooked it up. Took it from Soundtrack. I just tried the best I could, man. Cause Margaret, it was her thing, and she doesn't
That
have
was the closet. That was the basement that she came out of.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't the hall. It was the basement. I like this part because she just knocks over the cup
Pretty
by
much.
herself.
It's just like, you know, when you're just doing something, and you're just like, man, I'm mad. Just forget it. That's pretty much what happened. I wrote this in here. Margaret liked it, and then he comes in, you know.
It took us a long time to start filming this day.
Oh,
Probably like a good 3 hours just to start.
You know what? I learned this is the first thing I've ever. This is the first time I've ever done any type of like short or anything. And well, not first time. I did something in high school that was a lot easier to do, but it was just like, it just took forever, man, to get ready.
Even if I was him and I was guilty of all this, I wouldn't have just walked off because I wouldn't take this constant barrage of verbal words.
She changed a lot of the dialogue, though. I let her ad-lib a lot, man, because some of this wasn't there. She took some out. He looks like he's just been raped. Yeah. I wish now, when I look at this scene, I really realized that Merve, as much as she wanted to, she didn't really know what to do. And she wanted somebody to help her, but I didn't know how to help her.
Right.
Because I'm looking at this scene, and it was just the acting. I think he did such a good job.
He didn't have any lines though, man.
But look at him though, man. Like, he looks like a scuzzball. Like, I said just look messy. He actually grew the beard. He's pretty calm. He's irritated. I mean, he's underplaying it, but it's okay. Whereas she's sort of overplaying it a lot. Like, I really wish I had asked her to calm down. Like,
Yeah,
gave her like some onions to cut or something, and she just, just sort of be a smart
chopped up her
aleck.
fingers.
Give her some business, man.
Well, you're not trying hard enough. You know, if I'm such a terrible guy, why'd you marry me, Joe? I don't know. Maybe it was just a huge mistake.
Yeah. Now this scene was like hard because this is a scene that y'all did. You tell them about this.
That
scene, 'cause I
day
don't
was
even-
crazy, man. Like I said, I think that was the elevator that we grinded. I thought we was gonna get kicked out. It was all talking about it on walkie-talkies and stuff, but we didn't get kicked out. So we went ahead and filmed this. It's a short scene, but by God, it took us a couple hours just to do it.
A couple hours?
Couple
See, I wasn't
hours.
there. That's crazy.
And
Are you
then
for real?
you see this part right here. Like, she passes out in the elevator, but one time, we were shooting it, and she actually, her head hit the elevator emergency button, and the alarm went off. But we didn't get kicked out. I don't know how we survived that day, but this was a real stressful shoot for me because I had to do a lot of shooting, a lot of the planning that Margaret was supposed to do. She didn't do it, and so I was stuck with it. And everybody's looking at me like, "What's wrong? Come on!" It's like, I asked Margaret. She didn't come through, so I look like an ass. Thanks, Margaret.
This is my favorite part. Because,
Yeah, I think this is probably the one that we worked on the most. Man. This part was probably done the most right of anything that we shot, honestly.
because we actually planned out each shot. This was a scene that really was me and Kamal's thing. Like, Margaret was cool, she helped us, but it was really just me and Kamal was like, we just gonna knock this one out.
It was cold in the mug that day.
Yeah, she was supposed to be waking up, so like, she's like, should I have a coat? Like, no, you're supposed to have on the same clothes, everything, you know.
Her feet were like
Her feet
freezing.
were freezing.
'Cause she had on, I don't know what she had on, like some sandals or something. By the way, this is the Henry Ford Estate on our campus, which is pretty cool. Actually, it's kind of whack in the winter just because it looks so desolate. But this is what we're shooting for. But in the summertime, it's real vibrant and nice. So hopefully we'll get to shoot something over there. You'll see something from us by the time you see this. Whenever this gets out.
Don't blame us, please.
Don't. No audio. Just us.
I really didn't want a lot of audio. She wanted a lot of dialogue. I really didn't want that much.
To the scene.
Now, originally, so much has been. I was left with pretty much a bunch of footage, and they was like, "Man, you need to fix it." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Originally, this was supposed to be like you were supposed to hear the people there, but there's no people there because it's a dream. He's supposed to actually have dialogue that we eventually cut because it wasn't done correctly. Yeah, I kind of added this part just to make things a little better. I don't know how good it is, but it's there.
Yeah, it's actually Joffrey talking right there. You
Yeah, I couldn't find a real angel voice. Like I said, I feel like I was in a fire of obstructions. I just was given a bunch of footage in. I like this shot.
Another artist like Jim? A bum? A heavy metal fanatic? What would a dependable husband say while eating lunch with me at a 5-star restaurant?
I know and we never spend any time together.
Hispanic band, I like them.
I guess this part of the movie, this part of the short film is good too. I like this whole scene because of the music. It makes it cheesy, and then we got Andrew, who's extra thick cheesy, so we're all good.
We gotta take that out. I don't want him to hear that. It's really bad.
He'll laugh. Laugh with us, Andrew.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing.
I met my guardian Sarah.
He walks up. I cut to him.
He granted me the wish of making Jim unrecognizable.
Adam Cinco.
Adam did I think the best job out of everybody. Like
yeah, he was pretty consistent.
He was laid back. He had a good presence, man. I liked his style. I wish I had found all the characters, all the actors like him.
I really like what Joffrey did right here. This is pretty sweet. I'm feeling this. Hello?
Yeah, where am I?
You're in the elevator. The apartment building, don't you remember?
This is Kamal and this great acting.
Horrible acting. That's why I went over here. It's like, dang. What button do I want to press? And this is the end of the film.
This is pretty much it.
She walks down.
She walks back. Yeah, I like our shots here. I think they're pretty sweet, man. A lot of the shots that you got. I could tell you framed a lot of these. The ones at the hotel.
I just wanted to make it with continuity.
The ending wasn't shot, at all. She was supposed to be waking up from seeing Jim get hit by a car, and right before that, she catches her husband, the dependable one, cheating on her. None of that got shot, Our planner pretty much just, and the conceptionist disappeared. So it was supposed to be just a lot, stronger, I think. But it considering the footage I was given, and I felt like, I didn't have the luxury of not using it because I spent some of the semester doing it. So I think I should get the Oscar for a person who had the least and did the most. I worked with originally with somebody else's idea, Margaret's idea, Merve, and Margaret was supposed to direct it, but Margaret doesn't know a lot about technical stuff, so
she didn't do much directing.
So I just tried to do the best I can. She asked me to help her, and then she ended up sort of leaving us halfway through.
Yeah.
So I was just left with all this footage that I spent time working on, and
everybody spent time working on it.
And she just kind of left us. So I felt like
we're not upset though. We just was disappointed. Yeah. That's all.
I felt like I had to do the best I could with what I had. So, because I don't have time to really waste. So. So I know I learned a lot from this experience, and I wouldn't have been able to learn so much if it wasn't for the people that did help, even though we ripped on some of them, like Merve and and Andrew, Ben, they stuck in there. For all the people that didn't leave, so at least we get something out of it, even if it's not that great, something. So we just want to thank y'all.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who helped out, especially Merve, because she helped out with a lot. She's the first person to take, I guess, outside interest in Margaret's idea, and thanks to Margaret for the idea. You came up with it. Wish you could have stuck with us through it. That would have meant a lot to us. Who else? Everybody else that helped. Like Joffrey said, anybody that we ripped on, we weren't ripping on. We were just making fun of the whole situation because it was funny. So yeah, we appreciate everybody's effort that stuck with us and everybody that devoted time.